Hi guys, as I had mentioned a couple of days ago, I thought about just quickly doing a recap of the previous version of the world's largest online advertising event, which happened from May 3 through May 5 last week. And I actually watched a lot of videos. I was attending 10 presentations on day one on Monday, then I think 6 on Tuesday and 5 on Wednesday. And of course, I don't want to recap everything, but just a few thoughts that really stuck with me. Like one point would be that in terms of SEO, which I'm always focusing on most, is content marketing is still most important part of SEO, which I would more or less agree with, because technical side of things is usually pretty straightforward. No matter which kind of tool you are using, SEO, Screaming Frog, or you might work with Write or the Ahrefs tool. This is pretty straightforward, and as long as you make sure to cover the basics in terms of technical SEO, the best thing you can do is really to work on your content. And even if you're starting out with SEO, you should probably do most of your work regarding content, work on your headlines, headings, meta titles, meta descriptions, try to answer all possible questions that might come up, and think about what are people actually looking for when they type in certain keyword phrases in Google. So by adding as much value as possible through your content, you're probably doing the groundwork for a good SEO. And the interesting thing was that some of the presenters had mentioned that they were really seeing a lot of good results when they were just repurposing content. So that means you do not have to write an article every day when you're, for example, also running a blog on your website, which is pretty much state of the art. You can always just look at your existing content and try to extend it, try to understand which pages, according to Google Analytics, are driving most traffic. So that there's this 80-20 rule, Pareto rule, which basically says that 20% of your pages account for about 80 or even more % of your traffic. And it's very important to find out which pages are actually generating so much traffic for you, and then work on them and improve them. So this is one thing, really, to extend, regularly update your good content. And then when you look at the off-page side of things, you can go into like forums, or go to platforms like Quora or Reddit, and go to relevant threads relevant to your topic, and engage with people there, reply to questions, answer their questions, and add value, and potentially link back to your website. So this is, I think, very useful. And when it comes to narrowing down the learnings of the past week, I think this is very essential. And from especially the more experienced online marketers and SEOs out there, this is nothing new. But for me personally, it's always important to also listen to what other people, other experts have to say, and then see, are there little things that I can adjust? And I think there's always something you can learn, and even if it just reminds you of what is really relevant, this is still worthwhile investing a couple of hours. And in this context, there was a kind of new tool mentioned, which is actually not so new, but for me, I have never worked with it. It's Surfer SEO. We just signed up to do the trial and will experiment also. And maybe if we have good results, we will also do a quick video regarding this tool and see how it works. I was particularly happy about the fact that some of my favorite marketers were also there. Like one would be Tim Soulo of Ahrefs and Seth Godin, who's really kind of a guru when it comes to inbound marketing. And I really liked what he had to say. If you haven't heard of Seth Godin yet, please check out his blog or his books, his writings. I think when it comes to content marketing, SEO, and especially inbound marketing, he's the guy that you could check out. And yeah, so there was really great content delivered. And if I had to mention one more thing in terms of SEO again, so there was not only SEO as a topic, there were many other things, lead generation, YouTube, LinkedIn, and so on and so on. But of course, I always try to pick up as much as possible from the SEO side. And of course, page speed is key. And we have recently worked in our team also a lot on ways how to improve the page speed even further, apart from optimizing your images, of course. Work on your JavaScript and so on. If you haven't done this yet, please make the effort and work on your page speed to improve the loading times, because this is one of the most important ranking factors, maybe even the single most important one as of now. So those were basically my few thoughts on the last AdWorld conference from last week, early May. Maybe this was somehow helpful to you. Maybe it's interesting, as you can see, there are still early bird tickets. I'll probably also attend the next one in October, and this is very reasonable to join. It's a good investment, I guess. And yeah, hope it was interesting to you. If you liked it, please subscribe or like the video, and talk again soon. Bye.